So, let's get Kales into this, shall we, guys? Okay, you wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat as if you nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Well, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Kales. May I continue? Please go on. Okay, then. As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Woo-woo. It's Kate. Just saying. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit. A stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Are you going to run, close your eyes, or dig up the face, Kales?
We digging it up.
We digging that up? You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. There is no body, just this head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotting tongue of this poor dead soul. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charge type. Shiny.
Talking, mummy.
You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose. And so you deposit it. Why, that's a nice coin you've got there. What if you were to spend it right now?
No.
No?
I'm putting it in my prison wallet.
Okay, it's going in the prison wallet. Look, I'm going to level with you here. That coin you found, it's mine. I dropped it yesterday and I've been looking all over for it.
No, you ain't.
Dropped it into a dead person's mouth. Could you just give it back?
No.
Nope.
No, you ain't having it.
Be that way then.
Nope.
Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot.
Oh no.
When you
crumbs.
Look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please. You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Wilson? Llama Mama, hello, how are you?
Oh my gosh.
I'm good, thank you.
There he is. What a man.
We've come to let Kales date Wraith. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Your heart begins to race, curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy ass monsters, though. What do you do? Toss it back, kick it back, say no thanks, say nothing, do nothing.
But my body,
Do nothing.
my body is telling me yes.
You stand frozen in complete silence. Can I be honest with you? It's kind of a weird move. It's as if you truly don't care that someone asked you politely. You're doing you, despite how much of a weirdo or just a jerk it might make you look like. Clearly, you don't even care. Is this some kind of display of confidence, confusion, sheer awkwardness? You feel judged, but you're not sure how. Spirit cuts the silence with a giggle that she quickly swallows when she sees that it caught your attention.
Oh, Mummy?
Huntress jogs over to collect the ball from the ground next to you before heading back to the volleyball court with everyone else. Except for Spirit, she's really staring you down, her expression hardening as you watch her. The longer you hold her gaze, the more angry she seems to become, before turning with a huff and floating off to join the others.
Come back, Mommy.
Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be
Rude.
frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way. And nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Chaos. You were made for this.
I fucking knows it.
Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all going to work out.
You're getting murdered.
With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. Trapper, you derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit.
Shut up.
And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands.
I ain't scared.
Spirit. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Huntress. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here?
You, babe.
Trapper. You mean...
It's the thighs. I can't
I
help
know,
but
right?
stare at her.
Just distracted by her thighs right now. Trapper, you mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? Wraith, deep sigh. That was Wraith. That sigh means he was done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Trapper, look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? Huntress,
Come at me. Come
at
at
least
me.
not yet. Kels is ready to fight.
She wants me.
Trapper, oh yeah, not yet. Hey, Chaos, you might want to, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of
Hey,
time for that
Wraith,
soon.
what a fuck.
Hey, Wraith, what a fuck. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned.
Oh.
Answer quickly and answer well. Are you ready?
This could be a problem with the... Yeah, go on.
This is a timed quiz, and it'll be very important later. Very
Aye.
important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. Trapper, how attractive would you say you are? Very, not at all, average. Right, chap?
Average.
I'm putting very. She's very
No,
attractive.
I said average.
I'd say I'm very attractive. That's what you think very attractive is, compared to this.
Excuse me?
Trapper flexes and his muscles are so tight you can practically see the blood running through his veins. Wraith, if you could have any superpower, what would it be? Invisibility, flight, super strength. Invisibility. Wraith, same. Although sometimes I think I already am. Spirit, what was your best subject in school? Math, history, or skipping class?
I said skipping class,
Okay.
Stims in the year roll as well.
You could say I majored in skipping class. Huntress, if I had ever gone to school, I'm sure I would have done great in skipping class. I prefer skipping over walking almost always.
Explains them please.
What's your favourite animal? Dog.
Doge.
Dog. Dog.
Doge.
You'd look absolutely adorable in a little puppy mask. Wraith's
She
asking
wants
you
me.
what's your favourite colour. You've got blue, blood red, or 3-day-old corpse.
I'll say blue. Out of them.
Blue. The Trapper. Blue isn't good for productivity. It makes people want to be lazy.
Day and one, babe.
Spirit. What's your dream job? Astronaut,
Yeah.
nightclub promoter, not working at all.
Not working.
If we get to do what we really want, why work at all? Spirit, it takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder. Trapper, only she could spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damn millennials.
We're gonna fight Trapper. I'm telling you
I'm
now.
gonna fight him. I wanna fight him! Okay, Trapper would like to know the best
There should
flavour of
be.
ice cream. Vanilla chocolate or horse flesh?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Trapper, my favourite flavour is pain.
Shut up. No one
Don't beat
cares.
Trapper. No one likes Trapper. Huntress agrees. She said same.
Mm.
Spirit also said same here. And Ray said nothing. Oh, here we go. Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. Right. I think mint chip is the greatest flavour ever conceived myself. But enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second,
No.
this reminds me. I am right, always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip.
You ain't telling me what to do.
We're teaching lessons now, narrator, you rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices. I'm a faceless voice.
Wow.
Tell me, what's the best flavour of ice cream? Vanilla, chocolate, horseflesh, or mint chip?
Vanilla. We don't care. Kill us.
The best flavour is vanilla. You got a reading comprehension problem. I just told you mint chip was where it's at.
Shut up.
You almost bought yourself a game over there, buddy. That's right. I can end your life whenever I want to. I'm in control. So don't you forget it. If I say you like mint chip, you like mint chip. Now try it again. Tell me, what's the best flavour of ice cream?
Vanilla. You
A
think
rebel,
you're gonna kill
hey?
us?
Not in my dating sim. Ocean, you have to understand. It feels very good to end someone else's game. You should try it sometime. Game over. We got killed by the
Bitches.
narrator. Oh
Hate it here. Hate it. Hate
Oh,
it.
we've gone all the way back here. Oh no. We've derailed the volleyball. Let's see if we can just get back to where we were. As quickly as we can. The best flavour of ice cream. Right. Let's pick mint chip this time, shall we? Before we get killed again. Ocean's so obedient. I think you're going to do just fine.
I think you just a prick.
Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. Trapper. I'm Trapper. I'm pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith.
Boy, you nasty.
Wraith. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Spirit. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time, but the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh, no wait, I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. Huntress. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Trapper. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. The Spirit. Grow up. Trapper. Grow a body.
Damn.
Spirit. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. The Trapper. Whatever, fog body. Wraith. That's not nice. Huntress. He's not nice. Trapper, you love it. Do you love it?
Such an asshole.
I know, right? Huntress, only sometimes. Wraith. Ooh, really? That's disgusting. Trapper. That's why she likes it. Huntress, don't speak for me. I also hate it. The Spirit. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the
Amen,
first
sis.
time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. Trapper, if we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Spirit, wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead. Trapper, I say we go to my yacht. It's a massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Trapper, don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. Wraith, no, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it's flaunted needlessly and the cruelty it engenders. Wraith, what about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Huntress, hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Spirit, are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out at right here. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Chaos, where do you want to go?
Hanging out at the pool, babe.
Do you think so? Chat, do you think this is pool as well? Yes, 0. Okay. Okay. I'd be down for a dip in the pool. Wraith, whoa, the pool. You actually want to go to the pool? Well, I mean, sure, why not? I've got
Yeah,
good
babe.
ideas. What's wrong with my ideas? The pool is great, everyone knows that. All over the world. If people agree on one thing, it's that pools are great. Look, we've got a whole ocean right here, and they still put in a pool because pools are just, you know, great. It's a real special treat. And you thought it was bad when he stayed quiet. Claudette's here! Hold on! Dweet! For just one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time. So very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. So anyway, I should probably let Dweet and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. Dweet! We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. Claudette, however, in the future we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible, and don't just run off to various activities unsupervised. Dweet, we don't have much autonomy around here. Claudette, the least you can do is allow us to do our jobs. Dweet, the most you could do is help us get off this Dwight, where's Kate? Kate's the head at the start. Dweet, yes, pardon me. Please follow us. If anything, that's Meg. Okay, fair. I can agree with that. Ooh, Gales. Hey, narrator. Yes, something I can help you with. Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken. Kales. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, that. Yeah, that's true, he was. But he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway, a couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter, mostly, when I agree with them. Not like that other island. So, what'll it be? Pool still?
Uh-huh.
I'd have picked the pool too. Wraith moves ahead to the pool at a pace that could almost be considered jaunty. If a creature so lanky they appeared to make entirely of elbows and ankles could jaunt. What's going on with Wraith's face? Is that a smile? Is that what a smile looks like when he does it? Wraith, what can I say? Being enveloped by water is comforting. It's quiet, it's ominous, and, you know. Wraith looks back over each shoulder to make sure no one besides you is within earshot. Sierra, what you getting the police out here for? Wraith, the fire can't get me. Super normal stuff here, as usual. Oh great, it's Claudette and Dwight. What do these two want? Dwight! Since everyone's at the pool, we figured we'd bring over some of our most popular pool accessories. Kales, which of these is particularly interesting to you? Foam noodles, inflatable lounger, basketball hoop, goggles and snorkel.
A lounger.
The lounger.
Those lounges look pretty comfortable.
Hunter is sleeping during the day, completely out in the open like this. You're really making yourself a target. If someone were to, I don't know, try and throw an axe directly at you, well, it should be easy to hit. No, easy to see, sorry. Not that I'm saying I would do that to you. I prefer a challenge. Huntress may not be into it, but it sure looks like Spirit co-signs this choice, since she immediately snakes the coolest one. It's in the shape of a casket. A really cute casket. Okay, Spirit, I don't really do water, but as long as I'm floating on top of it, that's fine, I guess. Spirit grabs you the black unicorn floaty and sets it in the water next to her. And since you also enjoy the fine art of relaxing, here, you can share my umbrella. Well, come on, that's charming.
She's smiling though. Babe, who got you smiling like that?
Something about the water and being this close to Spirit is putting you in a playful mood you might regret. Do you splash her? Just a little bit. I promise she doesn't have a cell phone in her pocket. She died before they got popular. Splash her or don't splash her?
No, we ain't gonna splash.
You stand perfectly still in the water so as not to send a single drop in Spirit's direction, thus enraging her and resulting in your own demise. Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh. Oh wow, she's passed out. Probably from how boring you are. Hope she doesn't get a sunburn. For a waking nightmare, you could almost believe that you're starting to relax a bit and forget about how much you can't remember. It's as if the sun's very rays have a calming effect on you, your body tranquilized by the soft light from overhead, coupled with the cool breeze rolling in from the sea. And you're not alone. Wraith, I feel recharged by the gentle warmth of the ocean's caress. Trapper, if it was a little too warm, that might have been my fault. Spirit, also this is a pool, not the ocean.
Okay, everyone, just let him finish. Oh, just let him finish.
Right, thanks, Kales. I know this probably doesn't seem like me, but would anyone want to play a game of Marco Polo? Huntress. Yes, I love games.
I'll go first. Someone blindfold me.
Of course, Trapper has a blindfold ready to go. It's as if he had it in his hands before you even spoke. Ugh, and did he just wink?
Nasty.
And did you just bite your lip?
Oh, no.
Good thing you're getting reined in because it sure seemed like you were about to act up. Okay, minigames consist of two parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. And
Skill
on the
checks,
bottom,
essentially.
a target you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the space bar. Okay, I gotta push buttons now. See, watch me fail skill checks here too. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. Ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? Let's get on with this.
Let's do this.
Time to feel around.
Ready?
Go get him, Tiger. Oh no.
Oh.
Ah. Oh my god, that's fast. Oh, I did terrible. Ah, oh my god, it got faster. Look how fast this thing is going. Wraith. Achievement unlocked. Casual minigamer. Wraith, that was pretty good, Kales.
Not bad.
Trapper, no it wasn't, don't lie. Wraith, just ignore him. You've just been thrown into a very weird situation and you held your own. I respect that. Trapper, that was a good game. I say we celebrate. by throwing this waiter whose name I forgot into the pool. Defend Dweets or have some fun?
Defend him. Knock it off, Trapper.
Trapper, you're no fun. Dweet, thank you, Kales. I won't forget this. Well, I mean, I might. Every time I think too deeply, I seem to forget every specific detail in my life beyond the basics of who I am as a person. But that was still cool of you to stick up for me. Okay, I'm no expert, even though as an omnipotent narrator I probably should be, but I think that means it's time for the next activity. It's gone dark. Ooh, Kales is up.
Seems like the next activity is meal time? How quaint.
You're expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. I'm not good with words. What were you
I
expecting?
read that as you arrive at the carcass.
Okay, what were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fancy epic like you'd find on cable. Dweet and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And oh great, terrific, it seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Enter Trickster, I was going to say.
I was gonna say, where's Trickster at?
I was like, what? Oh yeah, Trickster is here. Surprised? Yeah, well, they don't call him expected stuff. I'm sorry. Even I know, right? Even I get nervous around crowds of killers. my whole shtick gets a little flustered.
Oh, I'll get your shtick flustered.
Trickster. Hey there. You're looking good, Kales. Real good. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Dweet and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side. The rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous, sexy arms. Tweets, now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Claudette, tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. Dweet, we hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Spirit, hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? Dweet, it's meat. Claudette, seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. Trapper, my favourite. Huntress, meat is good. Wraith, meat is murder. Spirit, which you'd know considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? Wraith, I'm just sharing facts, and you need to murder something to eat its meat, so that's like technically true. Trapper, technically true is the best kind of true. Huntress, okay, enough yapping, let's eat. Hey Kales, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's got to be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know?
Oh.
When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat.
I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat?
Claudette, this took 12 hours, and we do literally everything on this island. Oh, that was Tweet, sorry. Trapper. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Huntress. Wow, he's right for a change. Because I am, with my broadaxe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. Trapper. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. Spirit. Ugh. You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contests. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs. Trapper. The hell it is. Spirit. I'll show you both my I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Wraith. Please stop. Please. I hate when we fight or talk or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azeroth. Huntress. Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death. Hey Chaos, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up dinner. Otherwise this will go on for hours. No hyperbole, they once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 straight hours. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus.
Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner?
Dweet.
And say,
Splendid idea. Would hate for it to get cold. Claudette. He hated when it got cold. Dweet. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Oh god, another minigame. Watch me fail my skill checks again. Away we go. Slice. Perfect. Ooh, missed that one. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't do it when it goes fast. Spirit, that was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Look, Zero, we all know I am the master at failing skill checks. Claudette, dinner is finally served. Dweet, for real! The sounds, especially coming from the mask killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell, I mean. Gail!
yeah, it's pissing me off. Look, as you are.
Cursor, come back, please. Ocean, come on. We're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwee aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there.
Spirit, why aren't you hungry?
Spirit, the two best things about being dead is not having to eat.
That's only one thing.
Spirit, think about it, Chaos. Number two is no number two. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore.
Oh.
Between the food and the behaviour of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation. Why? What do you want to tell them? This is gross. I'm sorry. Look at that seagull.
I'm sorry. Actually, it's not the food or the company. I'm just super self-conscious how I look when I eat. I was just pretending to be grossed out by dinner so I'd have an excuse not to chew in front of everyone. Sorry if that made things awkward. I'm actually extremely hungry.
Spirit. Yeah, watching people eat is gross, but try to relax and not worry what everyone thinks. Wraith, it's so important to always remember people are watching you, judging you, definitely not ignoring you, right? Guys, is anyone listening to me? Typically, a group that includes one, if not more cannibals staring at you with meat juice dripping from their chins would be quite scary. However, right now, you're barely able to keep your head up, let alone get scared and run away. I'm a narrator, not a physician. Oh my god. Not a physician.
A what now?
I can't say it. I get my words out. Not a... No. One of them. My mouth does not want to do that word today. Physician. So please don't take this as medical advice, but I'm pretty sure you need to eat to stay alive. Ocean. Oh hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor and guide. Narrator to the narrator, the Ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. Ocean, I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path. Or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you were. Am I right? We've experienced that already, right guys? Ocean. For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. I gotta give it up to this Ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Ocean. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It is in your best interest to make more choices that I like. Bum, bum, bum.
We know that.
You wake up to find Wraith holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Now that you're finally alone, Wraith looks at you eagerly. Wraith, you weren't grossed out, were you? Even when you eat, you know you look like a beautiful angel. You were just pretending to be awkward because it's lonely being so perfect. All we have in this life are those fleeting connections with other living things, something to remind us we're not alone. Could you possibly be as shy and nervous as someone like me? Swear it or no.
Swear it.
Oh my god,
I
Wraith.
swear it.
Wraith nods the nod of someone who's just realised that Chaos is a liar.
Excuse me?
He's disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you. And you know deep down you're disappointed in you also. More so than usual.
No, come back, baby. I love you.
Oh boy, looks like he's about to monologue. Now you've done it. Wraith. How do I say this? It's just, honesty is important to me. I've been burned too many times. Something about the word burned makes Wraith look away. Far away, eyes brimming with tears, and yet at the same time, dead.
I understand.
Wraith looks back at you with those sad eyes, wanting so badly to believe you. He looks down at the ground. Wraith, I have something very important to tell you. It's something very special to me.
Oh.
It's not something I tell everyone, but you know how important honesty is to me. I can't expect that from you if I'm not honest in return. Oh great, I bet he's got crabs. Wraith,
It's about my special bell.
it's about my special bell.
What are you talking about?
Oh my god, okay.
Tell us more about your bell, Wraith.
What? Oh, we get a picture of the bell. Wraith, it belonged to my father. He gave it to me before he and my mother, well, they had to go away. If I was ever in danger, I was supposed to ring this bell. It didn't really work, but it's all I have of my family with me.
Well, Wraith, thank you for telling me.
Wraith, here, hold it.
On a first date, this? Aye. Him's wants me to hold him's bell.
Whoa, Wraith just gave you his bell. Sound the alarms. What are you going to do with this thing? Ring the bell loudly or hold the bell delicately.
Let's ring that bitch.
What's a bell if it doesn't make a sound? You'll never know because the first thing you do is ring the shit out of it.
It
Wraith,
actually says that.
yeah. Wraith freaks out and takes the bell back.
No!
Wraith, why did you do that?
I feel like I might be in danger. I'm lost in your eyes. Oh.
Wraith, then don't look at them. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Only to find it's Dweet and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. Dweet,
These bitches.
it's very important that we stick to the itinerary, Claudette, and attend each event as scheduled. Dweet, playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. Claudette, that's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late.
Playing sick? No hours.
No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. My bell in my hand. Go, go, go! Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dweet and Claudette quickly make an announcement. Dweet, we're not going to blame anyone in particular, Claudette, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry. You hasn't been sticking to the schedule. Dweet, that means that we're behind on time for evening activities. Claudette,
He'd want me to ring it.
and we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Wraith, just one story, but story time is my favourite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. Huntress, you're telling us that only one person gets to share. How will we decide who? Spirit. Oh great, we have to decide as a group. That never goes well. Trapper. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss.
Oh, this bitch.
Voice trembling, you realise this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate.
Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how the whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out.
Wraith, been there before, even though it's taken some pressure off me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Spirit, seriously, has anything ever happened on schedule even once? Trapper, damn it, Donald. If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Fuss and muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice.
You love the steroids as well, bestie, by the
I
looks
know,
of
right?
it.
We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Claudette. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. Dweet. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. Nobody. But we still got to get started on story
I
time.
love that they've done that.
Claudette. Chaos. Who do you think should go? Damn it. That's a name. Please pick somebody quickly so that this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath.
You know who I'm picking, don't you? I choose you, Wraith.
Quick attack, go. Whoa. This entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will you? Wraith, I'm not really one for scary stories. Life is scary enough as it is. Spirit, you literally carry around a skull and a spine as your little prop. As the other killers laugh, Wraith holds up his skull and gazes into its hollow dark eye sockets. Wraith, if you're looking for something Shakespearean in this story, look elsewhere. This is a tale of madness, of staring at the soul of death and never returning. Once upon a time, a young man worked at a junkyard. The man was quiet, kept to himself, just wanted to avoid trouble. While the boss dealt with clients, the young man operated the crusher, turning old cars into cubes of twisted metal. Oh my
Sorry.
God. Can you two play nice, please? Wraith, one day, right before crushing a car, he noticed something. Blood. Drip, drip, dripping from the trunk. He opened it and found a frightened stranger bound and gagged. The young man reeled. Was he about to accidentally murder this stranger? How could this have happened? He freed the stranger, who ran off into the waiting arms of the boss, the owner of the junkyard. Before his shaken employee could tell him about the mistake they had nearly made, the boss took out a knife and swiftly slit the stranger's throat. The young man fell to his knees, unable to comprehend what was happening. As he stared at the ground, too shocked to cry, the boss approached him. What did you do? He asked the boss. I did your job for you. What do you mean? That's not my job. My job is to crush the cars. The boss lets out a miserable scoff, his face contorting in evil disdain for the pathetic wretch in front of him. Why do you think we're crushing these cars? To save space? Who do you think my clients are? I don't know, mumbled the young man. Yes, you do, screamed the boss. Deep down, you've always known what was happening here. You just didn't want to admit it to yourself. Your hands aren't clean. My clients give me money and I take care of their problems, eliminate their witnesses, tie up their loose ends. Or actually, you do. No, the young man whimpered as the boss towered above him. Yes, you're nothing more than an executioner, and you've reaped hundreds of souls. The young man's body shook with soft spasms as he tried to stop crying. It was when the boss started laughing that it happened. Something in the young man changed. He stood up, now taller than the boss. A faint glimmer of fear overtook the snarl on the older man's face. The young man's face was empty. Empty as he grabbed the boss's throat and dragged him to the car in the crusher.
Oh.
Empty as he picked up the boss and stuffed him inside. Empty as he slammed the trunk down on him, its stupid fat head sticking out, begging for mercy. Empty as he started the machine, staring at the boss and its snivelling, crying wet face. Empty as he grabbed the boss's head, dug his fingers in further, piercing the skin. Empty as he squeezed and pulled. Empty as he heard bones popping and snapping. But when the boss's head, still attached to his spine, pulled cleanly out of its disgusting sack of a body, he smiled.
Oh.
Wraith stares back into the eye sockets of his skull. Wraith. It doesn't matter how good you are, how innocent, how kind, how full of love you once were. When you look into the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad. An awkward silence falls upon the room until offer effusive praise, ask about the story, or make a joke.
Ask about the story.
Ask about the story.
That poor young man. I wonder what happened to him.
Wraith. Oh yeah. We may never know. Okay.
Well, wherever he is, I hope he's okay.
Hmm.
I think it's Wraith.
I think so too. I can't tell, but I think Wraith just smiled. Sorry, it's just weird to see him do it. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds before Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Trickster. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer.
Oh my god.
Trickster. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island. The only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You
What's that best thing?
just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Wraith approaches you. Wraith. Hey, I'm probably not making a great impression, because I guess that's not really my thing. I just know that if you got to know me, then, I mean, look, the others aren't around. And I really hate the fire pit. I just kind of hate fire in general. Maybe we could go back to the pool. And like, I don't know, whatever, you know? He's so awkward.
Right, penis.
He's so awkward.
I like that about him. I could dominate him.
Ocean. A dip in the pool with the Wraith. You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow him. An offer like that, just don't forget our little talk. Ah, hell yeah, let's go, whatever. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Wraith, Hey, do you remember my story?
You mean the one you just told, like a minute ago?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Wraith, did you, I mean, like, what did you think of the young man in the story? Do you think he's weird?
Nah.
He's not weird, he's weird, I would forgive him.
He's not weird. I swear if he shouts at me.
Oh no, I've just seen what you say.
Well, I don't think he's weird, but he's bad and I'm deeply upset with him. No! He didn't have all the knowledge he needed to begin with, but what's important is what you do with the knowledge once you have it. In the end, he's no better than the monster he killed. No! No, Wraith, I'm sorry, baby,
Wraith.
I'll hurt you.
Oh, I see. Well, that makes sense. Did the young man remind you of anyone? Yes, no, or yes and no?
Yes and no. I think that's what makes it such a great story. It's unique and surprising, but relatable and familiar. Okay, keep talking. I think we all know someone like that young man. I think we all have a little of him inside us, and that's the plan.
Wraith giggles, not in a gross way, like you're thinking, but a very silly one. I assume he's imagining a tiny little version of himself dancing around in his own belly, because that's just who he is. I love that. I would do the same. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly.
Is it cold in this water now, or is it just me? I feel like my toes are turning into ice cubes.
Wraith seizes up and squeezes his eyes shut. Wraith, please, I can't be around any cube talk. Not since I heard that story from somebody else a long time ago.
The story you just told 2 minutes ago? I'm such a sassy bitch.
You really are. Right, exactly. The one that wasn't about me. Claudette, usually we'd be nervous that we were about to make things awkward when we barge in. Dwight, but obviously we couldn't hold a candle to whatever was happening here tonight. Claudette, either way, it's time for bed. Sweet for you, but not for us. After you go to sleep, that's when we party. After spending all day cooped up in those tight little safari-themed resort uniforms, you just know those two rage late into the night. But you're not here to party with them. You've got your own repressed relationships to tend to.
Oh?
You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Wraith's story about the young man who found out he was part of a sinister plot. What don't you know about your current situation? Is it something that will terrify you? Something that will make you snap? What if you look into the eyes of evil? And what if you like it? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Their now familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. Claudette, we must apologise for the accommodations. Dwight, we weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire. Claudette, perhaps some music will put you at ease. Dwight, just try to keep the volume to a minimum, or our other guests aren't the types you'll want to rob of their beauty sleep. Oh no, I'm at it again. Oh no, this is different. Okay, ready to play, or would you like me to repeat? Okay, ready. Away we go. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial and fix it. Ooh. You don't know. random hit. Let's see what's on this station. Does it play different stuff on every station?
Oh, turn it off.
You want to turn it off?
Uh-huh.
I missed one. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to your side as you lay by the fire?
What do you think, Best?
Go Wraithy again?
Uh-huh. Wraith, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Can't really sleep.
Wraith. Oh, that happens to me a lot. Okay, don't laugh. Promise?
Uh-huh.
Wraith, I guess my secret to falling asleep is listening to the sounds of bells or chimes. Think of it as white noise, to drown out anything you might be hearing that's keeping you up. Like what, Wraith? Like those distant screams we can all hear coming from beyond the mountain. Wraith, if that's a bit morbid, I guess you could hold on to this chess piece of mine.
Oh.
Ooh, gave us something.
Thanks, Beb.
Wraith, it's a knight. They're brave, like I wish I were. And the horsey is cute. You finally start to feel sleepy. I mean, the horsey is cute. Is it right that I am starting to realise that Wraith is a bit too much like me? Just without the murder outside.
You know, the horsey's face, are you getting? Damn, Laura, you shit with that.
You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralysed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky by now. You've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one is still undeniably odd. Ocean. Look, I'm not saying that my feelings are hurt because you chose to swim in some pathetic little teacup when you could have swam in the vastness of an entire, me, I guess. I'm just saying that you've made a foolish decision and I won't forget it. My feelings aren't hurt. I just lost some respect for you. That's all.
Bitch, shut up!
You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you.
Is it Mommy?
Trapper is sitting beside you, sketching a portrait.
Probably like one of your French bitches.
Trapper. Oh, you're awake. I saw you with the Wraith right before bedtime. You should know. They're not what they seem. Not like me, who is obviously completely honest and trustworthy. I was out checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. But since I'm here, I'd like to share 2 things with you. 1, I do not take rejection well. 2, the first thing is very important to remember.
Were you drawing me?
Trapper doesn't answer.
You aren't drawing stick lines radiating out of me, are you?
Still nothing from Trapper. Trapper, look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I am an easy guy to spend time with. That will make sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow.
Oh.
The rest of this scum live like rats. They wouldn't know a good time if it bit them on the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me, you're in for a day of luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun.
And if I don't pick you?
Remember what I said earlier, or it might be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some rest, sleep, maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll over to the about 15 feet to your left. Finally alone for real this time, maybe. You drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Wait a second, where are we? Where are we? This isn't, oh geez, it is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. Huntress! I think today really went well. These are some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent, that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say? Oh, I do. Oh, attractive? Mysterious? I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my Seraphim? That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I, for one, will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Wraith, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time, major buzzkill. And Trapper, where do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much. Sheesh. Look,
Preach, sis.
I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think that I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. Trapper. Look, I'm always full of rage. The key is knowing how to control your rage so you can use it. I am a master of self-control, and right now I'm using all the self-control I can muster because today was a disaster. Let's just say I didn't love it. That was funny. Laugh. I said laugh, damn it. Anyway, I'm planning to kill this idiot. Don't tell them, though. I want to lead them on a little more. It will make it that much better for me when they're screaming. Wraith. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just see how it goes, or maybe they'll realise I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what will happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? Spirit. I know that everyone thinks of me as a beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay, those are a choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on a society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help.